Hello viewers, 4DIYers here with another video for everyone. In this particular video here I'll be showing you a partial disassembly of the sunroof assembly on a BMW E23. I am having issues with the sunroof operation, checking the drains for any clogs, and the fabric panel separated, so that was fixed too. This tutorial doesn't include how to remove the complete assembly from the roof or dropping down the headliner. I have already removed the fabric panel to repair it, and due to the limited amount of tutorials on these cars, I decided to produce this video. I will cover the removal process further on in the video. With the sunroof partially open, slid back into the roof, you'll need to grab along the front edge to disconnect the clips. Once the fabric panel is disconnected, push it back into the roof and then tilt the sunroof up. To remove the panel, there will be 6 bolts holding it into place. You'll need a torx driver to remove them. 3 will be on each side. Lift out the panel. Be careful not to drop it on the roof. You may consider having a helping hand or putting a towel on the roof as protection. Once removed, here you can see the track. The little bar towards the rear of the opening is where the fabric liner clips into on the back side. Next, I'm using Value Degreaser from Keg Laboratories. A link to this will be included in the video description. Clean any grease and remove the dirt. This degreaser was sprayed onto a paper towel, then clean the area as needed. I did this before the disassembly to keep some of the mess somewhat contained during the removal process. Be extremely careful around the headliner so it doesn't get dirty either. Using a phillips screwdriver, remove the 2 screws holding on the rectangular cap towards the rear of the track. Lift out that cap. Next is moving on to the large cap in the front portion. Again, remove those phillips screws holding it into place. Lift that portion out too. Watch for any adhesive under these caps. Mine were extremely sticky and stringy. It can be a bit messy to clean up. A view when that track is out. Here you can see the nylon slider. This is clamped between the upper cap and lower rail. Again, clean up any dirt or grease using the degreaser. Again, I'm using the Value Degreaser from Keg Laboratories and paper towel. It doesn't leave any residue behind and is safe on all components. You'll need to use the exact same process on the opposite side as well. Moving the mechanism up, you'll need to lift it up outside of the opening and then operate the sunroof switch as needed to move it ahead. Here you can see the rail system for the fabric cover. There is a plastic slider for each side, and this fits in one orientation. Those rail caps, as shown a moment ago, do need to be removed in order to pull out the rail for the fabric liner. The outer edge, which is angled out, faces towards the front of the car. The bottom has clips, and this is where the arms snap into place from the fabric liner. At the front of the cover, you can see there are various metal snap clips, which fits into square holes on the bottom side of the sunroof panel. Those need to be disconnected by pulling the liner down when the sunroof is partially open before pushing the fabric panel back into the roof. Snap the rail back into place. My fabric was falling down as mentioned earlier, so I did a temporary fix to make the sunroof usable again. I removed all the foam backer on the spots where it was pulled away, and then used fabric adhesive to put it back into place. Eventually the headliner will be redone in this car. Put the fabric liner back into place with the rail. The rail must be seated properly on the track, then push it back into the roof. New grease can now be applied to the track and mechanism. For this I'm using Deoxit's L260 DNP grease, which can be used on electrical and mechanical applications. This is infused with their D100L, which helps dissolve and prevent corrosion on metal or alloy surfaces while providing a strong bond. Apply the grease using your finger and make sure there's a light film over the track. After usage, the grease should move around on any missed spots. The sunroof mechanism was then retracted using the switch. Push the slides down into the rails for both sides. I did clean up the old grease on these top caps too, then applied a light layer of new grease. Install the caps and tighten it down with the phillips screws. Install a smaller cap with the 2 phillips screws, then tighten. Once done, here you can see the proper operation before the panel is put back into place. The sunroof panel can finally be installed. It's best to do this when the sunroof mechanism is in the tilt position. Going back inside the car, install the 6 bolts. Don't tighten these up just yet, as we still need to adjust the sunroof panel. If you do tighten them, the sunroof panel can jam when it's brought down into the closed position. Close the sunroof. Align the sunroof panel with the roof. It should be level. The bolts fit into elongated holes, so there is a bit of movement. Hold the panel by hand and then tighten each of the bolts. When done, here you can see the fastening points for that panel. With the sunroof closed, pull out the fabric panel. Open the sunroof slightly, then pull the panel forward. Make sure those rear points are clipped in. You should be able to see where they are locked into place through the front. You'll know right away when it's in the correct position, then snap in the front clips. Give the sunroof a quick test, make any adjustments as needed if you do find any binding or it doesn't sit well. As for the drains, there are 4 in total. There are 2 at the front, which are easily spotted. Here's a view from the top. The hole in the corner is the drain. The drain goes down the windshield pillar and exits just behind the speaker by the floor under the dashboard. If the drains are plugged, you can use flexible wire or trimmer line to unplug them. I do have a video for this that goes more into depth. With the speaker removed, along with the module, using an endoscope camera, here you can see the drain tube. These dump directly into the rockers. The rockers do have a small drain, and you can see this at the bottom. For the rear drains, again there are 2, one on each side, and these are hard to access. Using the endoscope again, going through the sunroof cavity, where the panel retracts into the roof, here you can see the drain hole. This most likely has a hose which runs down the C-pillar and exits in the rocker panel as well. New videos released every week on my channel. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It's a huge help to me, and leave a comment below if you found this tutorial helpful. And if you're not a subscriber, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for watching.